Jade Cargill breaks silence after losing first singles match in WWE. Jade Cargill has finally commented on her shocking loss on this week's episode of WWE SmackDown. Cargill acknowledged the setback and made it clear that she would come back stronger. Cargill has been involved in a heated feud with Naomi since her return at Elimination Chamber 2025. The latter was the mystery attacker who put Jade on the shelf for months. The former AEW star is also not on good terms with WWE Tag Team Champions Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, who were initially presumed to be her attackers. As part of the ongoing storyline, the Storm took on Morgan in front of the Italian fans on this week's SmackDown. However, the crowd was left disappointed after Cargill lost her first singles match in WWE at the show, thanks to Naomi and Rodriguez's timely interferences in the closing moments of the contest. Jade Cargill has now addressed her heartbreaking loss by taking to her ex-FKA Twitter account. She also hinted at coming back for Liv Morgan. "Bet I'll take last night on the chin. But this is far from over," tweeted Cargill. Vince Russo is not happy about Jade Cargill losing on WWE SmackDown. On a recent edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down, Vince Russo expressed frustration with Cargill's booking on this week's SmackDown. The former WWE head writer feels that the Storm shouldn't have lost her first singles match since returning from injury. Then you have Jade Cargill. "Bro, this was her first match. I think they said this was her first match since August, probably. So it's been a while since Jade last competed in a WWE ring," he added. Though it hasn't been made official yet, it's safe to assume it's only a matter of time before Cargill and Naomi's match gets confirmed for WrestleMania 41. 3 reasons why Jade Cargill lost her WWE in-ring return match on SmackDown. Jade Cargill surprisingly lost her first WWE match after her return from an injury break of nearly 3 months. The former one-half of WWE Women's Tag Team Champions squared off against Liv Morgan in a one-on-one clash after a verbal spat last week. However, the Storm succumbed to the numbers game, with Raquel Rodriguez, and her current rival, Naomi, getting involved in her match. If Raquel and Morgan weren't enough, Naomi was the main impact player in costing Jade the match. With that, we list down 3 reasons why Jade Cargill lost her first match on her return to the ring on SmackDown tonight, to set up her WrestleMania 41 feud against Naomi. Jade was probably booked to lose her match against Liv Morgan to set up her WrestleMania 41 clash against Naomi. Even though Jade and Naomi were expected to lock horns at Mania, the Glow's outside interference on tonight's show and her later ambushing Jade after the match added more fuel to their potential match at the Show of Shows. This segment also allowed Naomi to lay her hands on Jade after the Storm thrashed her black and blue at the Elimination Chamber and the following week on SmackDown. It sort of set the two at an even keel against each other and they can have a final bout at WrestleMania 41. To make Liv Morgan look strong as WWE Women's Tag Team Champion. Another reason why Morgan stole the win against Jade was probably because the promotion wouldn't have wanted a reigning champion to lose. Morgan and Raquel only recently won the tag team titles from Bianca and Naomi. It wouldn't look good to have Morgan lose the match with gold wrapped around her waist. It would also reduce the relevance of the women's tag team titles. Further, having Jade lose before her big singles match at the grandest stage of them all was probably for good for her current storyline with Naomi since it won't telegraph the result in advance. So, with this loss, WWE CCO Triple H probably killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1. To set up Jade and Bianca's future match with Liv and Raquel. Jade Cargill probably also fell short against Liv Morgan, with an assist from Raquel and Naomi to add Bianca Belair into the storyline after WrestleMania 41. The EST of WWE has her eyes set on the WWE Women's World Championship being held by IYO Sky presently. However, Bianca is Cargill's friend and sooner or later, she will certainly have her friends back. Bianca can also step in to help Jade at WrestleMania 41 if the Judgment Day members try to ruin any chances of Jade's win. It remains to be seen what kind of match Triple H will book between Naomi and Jade. Will it be a normal singles bout or a no disqualification match?
Jade Cargill fires back at Rikishi for supporting Naomi's attack. Jade Cargill fired back at WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi today for supporting Naomi during her betrayal. The Glow took responsibility for Cargill's attack this past Friday night on SmackDown after the former AEW star returned to attack her during the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Rikishi is the father of Jimmy Uso, who is married to Naomi in real life. The veteran shared a clip from his Off the Top podcast on his Instagram story today, revealing that he will be supporting Naomi throughout this situation. Rikishi suggested that Cargill made a mistake by putting her hands on his daughter-in-law. The 32-year-old responded to the legend today on X and claimed that she didn't care what he had to say. She added that Naomi deserved everything that was coming to her, and you can check out the NSFW message by clicking here. Bianca Belair was in a tag team with Jade Cargill when she was brutally attacked on the November 22, 2024, episode of WWE SmackDown. Belair won the Women's Elimination Chamber match to earn a title match at Wrestlemania. The 35-year-old will be challenging for the Women's World Championship at the Show of Shows next month. Former WWE manager reacts to Naomi admitting she was behind Jade Cargill's attack. Wrestling legend Dutch Mantel recently commented on Naomi admitting she was the one who attacked Jade Cargill last year on WWE SmackDown. Speaking on Sportskeeda Wrestling's Bro Down show, Mantel noted that the veteran's reason for the attack made sense. The veteran stated the 37-year-old wanted the former TBS champion out of the way so she could be in a tag team with Bianca Belair. But she gave a reason. She gave a reason because she thought Jade was in the way of her and Bianca, which kind of makes sense, and she didn't want to accept the thought she was between them, which gives a little bit of a reason why she did it. Jade Cargill has not competed since the November 11, 2024, episode of WWE Raw. It will be fascinating to see how she goes about getting her revenge on Naomi on the road to WWE WrestleMania 41. After Jade Cargill, Naomi to secretly attack another major WWE star due to recent events. Exploring the possibility, WWE superstar Naomi recently revealed herself as Jade Cargill's mystery attacker. The Glow said that she acted for the sake of her friend Bianca Belair, as she couldn't see the storm leech off her success. Interestingly, there is a chance that the SmackDown star could now secretly attack Io Sky for the same reason. The Women's World Champion recently did an in-ring segment with the est of WWE and Rhea Ripley. Mommy asked Belair why she was sitting at ringside for their match and accused her of helping Io Sky. Ripley also said that Belair should have minded her business with Naomi and Jade Cargill instead of meddling in hers. The Damage Control member tried to stop the other two wrestlers from arguing but was shoved aside by Mommy. Sky tried again but was shoved away by Bianca Belair this time. In response, the Japanese superstar slapped both of them, reminding them that she was the Women's World Champion and wouldn't tolerate any disrespect. While Io Sky was seemingly in the right for dealing with Ripley and Belair the way she did, this might not sit well with Naomi. The Glow could secretly attack the Damage Control member for the sake of her friend, just the way she assaulted Cargill. While this is a big possibility, all of this is speculation so far. Naomi and Jade Cargill could face each